What is alopecia? Alopecia is defined as the partial or complete absence of hair from areas of the body where it normally grows, baldness. This makes it a catch-all term, meaning essentially partial or complete baldness. This could be caused by chemotherapy, hormonal changes such as pregnancy or menopause, overplucking of the eyebrow area and many other things. Often the cause is never diagnosed, and the cause for this irregular immune response remains a mystery. Regardless of what causes it, it can be very unnerving. It takes a piece of our bodies, our hair, and it takes a piece of our spirit, our confidence. So what can you do about it? Eyebrow extensions are one option, however, they may not be the best choice if you have completely bald brows for a few reasons. Number 1, you will have to pay more. Eyebrow extensions range in price based on the amount of extensions used in the treatment. The average treatment, for instance, is made up of 25% extension and 75% hair, and the price continues to go up contingent with the extensions needed. Treatments with absolutely no hair and 100% extension cost on average $200. And number 2, well, as if the hefty cost weren't enough, you'll need a lot more maintenance. When applied to the hair, the extensions can last for several weeks, but when applied to skin, they only last about 5 to 14 days. At $200 a pop, that really adds up. Eyebrow wigs are another option, but these can be problematic as well. They often look fake, and the glue used to hold them in place are often unreliable. No one wants one of their eyebrows falling off in mid-swim or mid-workout. Then, of course, there is always the option of cosmetic pencils, powders, and pomades. Likely, makeup is one of the first things you would try. It is also one of the most cost-effective and the least permanent, meaning if you don't like it, you can just wash it away and start over. However, constantly applying and reapplying eyebrow makeup is a real drag. Who wants to wake up an hour early every day to paint their brows on, only to have to do it again after their afternoon workout? But there is another option. Waterproof, sweat-proof, makeup-proof, and foolproof brows are possible. Microblading is a semi-permanent solution for those with little to no brows. So what is microblading? Microblading is the process of depositing pigment, ink, into the superficial layers of the skin, somewhat similar to a tattoo. The ink is deposited in strokes which look just like natural hair. These skilled artists can create photoreal brows using precise cutting-edge tools and products. This process is minimally invasive with no downtime. It can be done in a few hours and costs way less than a brow hair transplant, which runs about $3,000. Ouch, does microblading hurt? The truth is that, when anesthetic is properly utilized, the treatment can be done with little to no pain. Most patients describe the sensation as being similar to a small rubber band snap or pinch. How much does it cost? Cost can vary widely depending on location and expertise of the artist. A general rule is that the more experience an artist or technician has, the more the treatment will cost. That is because the low end of the price range is usually made up of student artists or new artists aspiring to build their clientele, and the higher end is going to be the most decorated artists in the local microblading industry. Remember, good brows are almost never cheap, and cheap brows are almost never good. Don't take chances when it comes to your face. How long does microblading last? Microblading lasts on average 1 to 3 years. Most clients can expect about 2 years before requiring a touch-up appointment, which is often available at a discounted cost from the original treatment price. Some factors that affect this are skin type, tone, and texture, as well as excessive bleeding or lymph production, anemia, diabetes, and tobacco use. Typically, the healthier you are, the longer it will last. You can extend the life of your microblading by not using harsh or astringent products on your brow area. For instance, products containing retinol, fruit acids, including vitamin C, exfoliating agents such as glycolic or lactic acid, and so on. It is best to use simple soap for your brow area and use the other products on the rest of your face. Can everyone get microblading? While having alopecia doesn't affect your ability to get microblading done, there are a few factors which can. You should not get microblading done if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to become pregnant. Extreme and excessive sebum production from the skin, oily skin. You have overly sensitive skin. Numbing agents can be used to help decrease sensitivity. However, some cases of extreme sensitivity may prohibit treatment. You have severe acne. You have a history of keloids or hypertrophic scarring. You have any allergies to topical anesthetics or to tattoo ink. You have a rash in the area like eczema or psoriasis. Procedure can be done once this has cleared. A previous tattoo in the area that is not faded. Send photos to find out if your tattoo has faded adequately for this procedure to be completed. 214-432-2077. If you are not sure whether or not you are a good candidate, it is always a good idea to schedule a consultation at a reputable studio. Talk to your dermatologist or GP, or speak with your local board-certified plastic surgeon. While these doctors typically aren't performing these treatments, they can advise you on the treatment process, contraindications, and potential side effects, as well as refer you to a professional who does. What is the recovery process like? Well, it's actually quite minimal. Most individuals choose to return to work and social activities the next day. You may be slightly red and tender immediately following, but this should dissipate by the next morning. Make sure to follow any aftercare instructions the technician gives you following your treatment. This is imperative for preventing infection and keeping your microblading just as beautiful as the day it was done. Aftercare instructions may be things like using a special soap or ointment for the first 1 to 2 weeks, or something like not tanning or working out for 7 days. Whatever the case, you must follow these instructions to avoid complications, even if you think they are silly or useless. If you have any questions regarding aftercare, make sure to contact your technician. It's a good idea to get a good contact phone number so that you can stay in touch during healing. So how do you choose an artist? Well, when choosing an artist, be sure they have had formal education in microblading or semi-permanent cosmetics, as well as some time and experience practicing in the field. Additionally, all artists will have their own personal style. That's a good thing. It means that there is something for everyone. However, you should review some of the artist's work beforehand to ensure that it suits your desired aesthetic. You should also be able to see healed results as well as freshly completed work. This will give you an idea of how the artist's work will heal and soften, and how you will need to get used to seeing yourself every day, so make sure it will be something you like. Remember, this lasts 2 to 3 years on average. At BrowBeat Advanced Microblading Studio, we have over 125 5-star reviews. That's because our artists are the most experienced in the community and provide all of our guests with 5-star customer service and a luxury experience. Call today for a free phone consultation. Call BrowBeat today on 214-432-3077 to make your microblading appointment. Book now. BrowBeat Studio, Dallas Advanced Microblading Experts, 1800 Market Place Boulevard, Suite 130, Irving, Texas 75063. Phone 214-432-3077. What is microblading? Here's all that you need to